How well do you make plans? I'm not very good at it. I like to think that I'm spontaneous, but the truth is that's just my excuse for not making a schedule and sticking to it. That's something I've got to learn to work with. But I know somebody who's really good at making plans and executing those plans. You know who that is? Yep, you guessed it. That's God. You know that in the Bible it says that God planned to predestine mankind before he even spoke the world into existence? In Ephesians chapter 1, verses 4 and 5, it says, "For he chose us in him before the creation of the world, and that we were to be holy and blameless in his sight. In love, he predestined us for adoption to sonships through Jesus Christ, in accordance with his pleasure and will." And we see that in Galatians chapter 4 and verse 4 that he executed that plan when he sent his son into the world when the time had arrived, or when the time was just right, to be born of a woman to redeem us back, or to redeem his fallen creation. Make no mistake about it. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't just a good guess. It was a well thought out, well executed plan that was in the works before the beginning of time. Why did God send his son? Well, in one word, love. God, before the beginning of time, chose to provide all who believe in him a way back to him through his son, Jesus Christ. And this love was on full display on the day of Calvary on the cross, where the Lamb carried away the sins of the world. God redeemed us and he bought us back. There's no partial payment made, no loan taken out. He paid the bill in full, and he paid it with the blood of his son. And according to 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 20, he paid a great price for you and me. We did not come cheap. And by doing this, by sending his son Jesus, he showed the world that there is no Caucasian, no gender, no race or ethnicity, or rich or poor, or educated or uneducated, no Protestant, no country greater than the next. For we are neither Jew or Gentile, neither slave or free, neither male or female, for we are all one in Christ Jesus. He speaks to the shady lady at the well. He works with the stinky fishermen. He works with the lowly IRS agents, the tax collectors. And he healed the lame and the blind. He worked with those on the outskirts of society that nobody else wanted to touch. Lord, you are holy, and we praise your name forever. Help us, Father, to remember your steadfast love never ceases. Your mercies never end. Help us to see how they are renewed every morning, for you are faithful. And this is Jesse Walker with the Glenwood Church of Christ.